So, big breaking story from Mayo Gaelic football. The Mayo News are reporting this morning that up to 10 of the county's women's footballers have walked out on the panel. Up to 10 players have walked out ahead of their All-Ireland Senior Football Championship qualifier clash with Cavan on Saturday next, according to a front page story in today's Mayo News. Amongst the players who have withdrawn from the squad are team captain Sarah Tierney, vice captain Fiona McHale and all-time leading scorer Cora Staunton. Michael McHale, the team selector, has also opted out. The Mayo News understands the players have left the squad after citing player welfare issues as the reason behind their decision. The Mayo Ladies GAA board PRO Susan Rogers has confirmed to the Mayo News that players have left the squad in the last week. So,
wow,
boom.
Player welfare issues. That is that's a far-ranging good choice of words right there.
We had Cora obviously speaking, I'd say, is it 18 months ago, about the difficulties that they'd had with the county board over the years and how they had that amazing team that made the breakthrough when she was a very young player, but that the county board hadn't supported them in the aftermath of that they hadn't had the facilities, that they hadn't had the right processes and procedures around the training. And it was a real kind of, this is what the story was with Mayo football. And so you figured that maybe they would have learned the error of their ways, but unfortunately this seems like it's a story that happens all too often, and that women's football has just gone through exactly what the men's GAA went through, except 20 years ago when the Cork hurlers went on strike for their rights. So hopefully the rest of the LGPA come out, WGPA come out and support them, and I don't know, maybe a strike is the only thing that fixes this type of stuff.
Yeah, it quite often is, particularly when it's the first instance when change might be happening, but it's happening far too slowly, that you kind of see to yourself, you've only got a limited amount of a career, you've only got so many years to actually make it and try and win an All-Ireland with your county, and there are obstacles in the way, and you are getting told things like change will happen eventually, and you're thinking to yourself, well, that's not good enough. Like, change needs to happen a lot quicker than it does, and we've seen that very, very often in Gaelic games, and I'd imagine it's far more pronounced in women's football. So fair play to them for kind of sticking it to the man, so to speak, and putting it up to the county board, because if there are issues there of player welfare issues, granted we don't know what the specific welfare issues are, then they need to get sorted ASAP. And if Cora Staunton is leading the line there, then obviously that's a big statement to the county board and to the women's football organisation in Mayo that they need to act and act fast.
Going to talk to Ed McGrail of the Mayo News at around about 9:10 to get into some of the more details on that.